Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hatta Sugandhi Pradjadisastra with NRP 50262111148. I am going to have a tutorial of how to find the final mark and the average mark. So first off, we have to find all three assignments marks, basically with a 30% marks on 2 assignments and 1 assignments of 40% marks. So we must insert the value of the assignment on each students. So student A has 100 in assignment 1 and 70 in assignment 2 and 80 in assignment 3. Same as applies on all students. We must enter the values in each one. So after entering all the values of the students, we all see the row and column, each of them. Basically, they have the groups, and this is are important to find the final marks and the average marks. Finding the highest marks is easy only because finding the highest and the lowest marks also easy to find it. So the first thing off is to find the average mark. So to find the average mark, there is an equation that is C3 divided by C12. By inputting those equation, it will automatically insert the average mark on all assignment 1's values. So to insert the average mark, we need to input equal average CT divided to C12. About the C3 and C12, the C3 is the first value of the assignment 1, which is the student A value of assignment 1, and the C12 represents the column on the assignment 1, basically from C3 to C12. After inputting the equation, boom, that's the average mark. It's 92.6. This applies on the second assignment and third assignment. Just input the same equation with different numbers and columns. For assignment 2 is D. And assignment 3 is E. Now that we have find the average mark, now we find the final mark. The equation for the final mark is equals 0.3 times C3 plus 0.3 times D3 plus 0.4 times E3. So the C3 is the assignment 1, the D3 is the assignment 2, the E3 is the assignment 3. This will result on the final mark of the student A. So the the C3, not D3, E3 is for the student A only. And then we enter and we finally get the result of the final mark. Same thing applies to other students too, with different numbers. As for student B is 4. Sorry. Their equation still the same. For the student B is C4, D4, and E4. Oops. And that's it. That's how you get the final mark. And about the what are the 0.3 and 0.3 and 0.4? Those are the mark, the 30% marks and the 40% marks. So the 0.3 the 0.3s are represent the marks, the percentage marks of assignment 1 and 2, and the 0.4 is the 40% marks of assignment 3. And that's how you find the final mark.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Raihan Devano Sinaga, and today I will be giving a tutorial on how to make charts, graphs in Microsoft Excel to visualize data and information. Okay, so the first chart that I'm going to make is the pie chart. So we can just go ahead and click on the Insert tab, and here are a lot of the chart designs available. So here is the pie chart. We just click on here, and then there are multiple design options, but I'm just going to go ahead and choose this one. So the data at first doesn't have any value, so it is empty. It is just a blank page. So we're going to go to click on select data here, and as at first there hasn't been any table selected. So for this chart, I'm just going to create to visualize the data of the 3 assignments to see which score is higher. So this is the data of the 3 assignments, the average marks of the 3 assignments. So I'm just going to select the table instead of just listing this table manually, which is going to be difficult. So I'm just going to select this using my cursor and then click OK. And here is the data, but the data info will only show when we hover the cursor over it, as you can see. So we can go ahead to add chart element in the chart design tab. When we select the chart and going to click add chart element, we can add legend, can edit where it's located, add labels. Outside N, I'm going to choose this. Can add a chart title. I'm going to name it assignments chart. So this is how you make a pie chart. And then the second one is I'm going to make a line chart. So basically it's just the same. We can head to insert and then go click this. This one is the line chart, and there are more options than a pie chart, but I'm going to go ahead and click this one, this variation. And as it was before, the chart is still blank here, so I'm going to click on select data, and for this chart I'm going to select the final mark data of each student. Just going to drag select the table. I'm going to go ahead and click OK, and here is the chart. As you can see, the variables below is the students. There's 10 students, and on the along the y-axis is the marks, and here is the line that shows the final marks of each student. The line chart. There's the line chart, and then the third one I'm going to make a scatter chart. So I'm going to go ahead to insert, then click on here. Here's the scatter chart. I'm going to click on this one. You drag it here. And then I'm going to click on select data. And going to click on the maybe try new tables, try if it fits. Click on add chart element to add labels, to add legend. Here, as you can see, the legend has not yet been inserted, so I'm going to put it in the bottom. So here are the legend, and the blue dot represents the first assignment, the orange dot represents the second assignment, and the gray dot represents the third assignment. So here's the scatter chart. And the last one I'm going to make is the radar chart. So the radar chart is not listed individually here, so the radar chart is located here in the waterfall section. I'm going to click on this, and here's the radar chart at the bottom. Drag this over here, and as the same as the three charts before, just click on select data, and for this I'm going to drag this table of all the students and all the assignments and maybe the final mark too. I'm going to drag everything except the highest, lowest, and average marks, and I'm going to click OK. We can see here the variables, the names, the y values, the range. So just make sure before you click OK, the data listed here, the series is correct, but you can still change it later. So this is correct. I'm just going to click OK. add legend so it's going to be more clear. A title, make it bigger. So here's the radar chart. As you can see, there are 10 points here, and the blue line represents assignment 1, the orange second assignment, the blue line represents the third assignment, and then the yellow line represents the final mark of student. So we can see here that at the center, the value is 0, and the further it reaches the edge of the chart, the value gets higher. So we can see here represented, visualized, is the marks individual, the marks by individually. So we can see how each marks from each assignment and the final marks corresponds to each student visually here. So that is my tutorial of the 4 charts, and I hope that would be helpful.
Hello, my name is Hamzah Hutapea, NRP 502621194. Today I'm going to show you how to find descriptive statistics. For the first one is sum. For sum, the equation is sum, and block all of the data and press enter. For mean is average. And block all of the data. Standard deviation is stdef.p, and block all of the data too. For variance is var p, and block all the data. Max is basically max, and block all the data. Min, and range. For range, we have to subtract the max of the data and the minimum of the data. Kurtosis, basically cart, and block all the data. For the other table, we can simply block off the data and slide it to the right.
Good evening, my name is Maurin and RP 50262111146 from Department of Information Systems. Today I'm going to explain how to make histogram step by step from each component. To make histogram, there are 9 components you need to have. First, you need to have n. N in here is the amount of the student that we will be collecting the data. So you can just drag student column with the formula of count and then drag student column here. Then we'll be searching for maximum. For maximum, the formula will be max and then drag assignment column. Same goes as minimum, but with equals to minimum. For range, we'll be having maximum minus minimum. We'll have 20, and for the classes, it will be 1 plus open bracket 3.322 times log n. I'll be having 4, and for the class length, it will be range divided by classes. We'll have 5. Now onto the histogram components. We will be needing bins, interval, and frequency to make the bar chart like this. To do interval, as we already have minimum in 80 here from assignment 1, we're going to gradually add 5 as we have 5 for the class length. So will be 80 to 84 and 85 to 89 and so on. Notice that the last digit of the interval will be our bins. Now onto the frequency. For frequency, the formula stands for frequency. We'll be having a data array, and the data array will be assignment 1, comma, bins array will be our bins here. It will be like this. Now we have all of the components to make histogram, to make the bar chart. What you need to do is first drag interval and frequency like this, and go to the insert and make a bar. I'll be having a bar chart. You can rename bar as assignment 1 bar chart, like that. And what you need to do after this is we need to adjust the gap between each of the bar. So the example will be like this. And why we need to do this, it is because the distance between it will be a differentiated of histogram and a bar chart. Then after you adjust the gap, it will be looking like this. And this is what we call for assignment 1 histogram. Thank you.